We will begin in 5, 4.
This feature is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. World Mental Health Day at the BVI Health Services Authority. Good vibes plus a little friendly Uno chaos. But first, a word from Dr. Virginia Rubain.
Today's World Mental Health Day. And it's being celebrated all across the world. And the theme for this year is access to services during emergencies. And in celebration of that, we've asked agencies from the community to include the Diabetes Association, Social Development. We have Lemonade here in the background who's having their annual workshop tomorrow to support parents and children with pervasive developmental disorders and other childhood disorders. And for the staff at HSA, we're having an intramural Uno tournament. So if your audience is to look behind me, we have members of staff already assembled and trash talking each other, competing for cash prizes and gift certificates. So the twist to our mental health Uno is when you draw a wild card or draw two or reverse, you have to answer a mental health question. So it's going to be very exciting.
Tell us about the significance of mental health, wellness, and awareness sessions.
Absolutely. Your mental health is an integral part of your physical health. If you're not mentally well, it doesn't matter how physically well you are, you're not going to function at your optimum. The idea about being mentally well is feeling good about yourself, good about the life that you live, and how you support and nurture and care for yourself in this community. For the past 22 years, I've been on a crusade to get people to understand that mental health checks are just as important as cardiac checks or gynecological checks. And we have NHI now. Your NHI provides services for you, unlimited sessions, whatever your needs are. So I think people really are living in a wonderful time where they have access and they should absolutely utilize it.
Okay. Following the COVID-19 era and somewhat hurricanes or Maria.
And the Noah and the Ark floods. It started with the Noah and the Ark floods, yeah.
But we became even more conscious of the prevalence of the impact of our mental health, our mental state. Are we seeing a growing response to what you've been advocating for the past 22 years?
Yes, absolutely. People have a better emotional vocabulary. They're more aware, but I want to give a shout out to Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They're very mentally savvy. They're all about protecting their mental health. They very much believe in health-seeking behaviors and living to their best. So we've seen a significant increase in young people and adults saying, you know what, I need to go to a therapist. And if we keep these trends in the next 2 to 3 generational cycles, we'll have well-adjusted people. Mental health is currently partnering with the Ministry of Education, and we're running therapeutic groups in all of our public schools across the territory. And the idea is early intervention, teaching students about coping skills, how to regulate their emotions, how to have interpersonal relationships in a healthy way. And the idea is over 2 to 3 generations, we will have a cadre of emotionally intelligent adults that have a better quality of life than we could have ever dreamed of ourselves.
Well, I'm really surprised to hear of the 2 generations that are so...
I love them, yeah.
What would have been, in your view, the motivating factor that would have caused that awareness among that group?
I think that those kids were the first sets of recipients of our outreach services when I came back to the territory in the early 2000s. So we started at a very grassroots level with our family fun days. We were always in the schools. We're getting ready to start. We were always in the schools, but I think social media has also been an equalizing factor. Now people have at their fingertips a lot of information. And based on that information, these kids are just a lot more aware and savvy than my generation or my mother's generation ever was.
And do you think that we are moving away from that notion that only a person who is psycho, as we want to put it, that
They don't subscribe to that. They understand that it's fashionable to be mentally well. And, you know, this is a generation that doesn't really drink. They like going to the gym. They eat organic food. They like smoothies. So that's in keeping with their lifestyle trends.
Okay, so let's see the challenge.
Absolutely. Come on over.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us and participating in our Uno tournament. We are playing the classic Uno, right? Please be advised that we are playing classic Uno and the following will not be allowed. No double or triple card, reverse or skip. No piling up of draw twos or draw fours. No skip, double, reverse.
We don't know how to play it like this.
We don't know how to play it like this? Well, so no piling of cards at all right? The decks have been shuffled and we'll have the community mental health team members, yes, at each table. They will disseminate the cards to each person, so that's 7 cards per person. And then they'll flip over the other card to say what color we're going with, right? Gameplay, each game will last 10 minutes. If the game is not finished by 10 minutes, the team with the fewest points from the cards in their hand wins. Please note that all action cards are 20 points. Play, yes. Play, that means skip, reverse, draw, all 20 points. And the other cards, whatever number is on them, that is the number of points that will be awarded to the card. On your turn, play begins with the player to the left of the community mental health card dealer. On your turn, match the top card of the discarded pile card. You match by color, example red on red or red 5 on red 7. You match by numbers, you match by symbols. Playing a wild card. If you cannot match, draw 1 card for the from the draw pile. If you draw cards, if the drawn card is playable, you can play it with the same on your same turn. If you have 1 card left, you must say Uno. If you forget to say Uno and another player notices, you must draw 2 penalty cards. Action and wild cards. Skip card, the next player misses their turn, or the person who it's played against misses their turn. Reverse changes the direction of the game. And here we want you to pay a particular attention. Draw 2. The next player must draw 2 cards or lose a turn. To avoid drawing 2 cards, you have the option to answer a mental health question. Should you answer incorrectly, you draw the 2 cards and you lose your turn. Should you answer the question correctly, the player of the card receives the penalty. So that means if I put down a draw 2 and it is against Tashima, and Tashima chooses to answer the question, if she gets the question right, she continues to play. But if she doesn't get the question right, I have to draw the 2 cards. Okay? The wild card. The wild card can match any card that you declare the color that continues the game. If the next player wants to dispute the color, they have to answer a mental health question. If the answer is correct, the initial color is discarded. If it is not correct, the original color declared will be played. And finally, we have the while draw 4. You declare the color. The next player must draw the 4 cards and lose their turn. The cards can only be played if you don't have a card in your hand that matches the color on the discarded pile. However, to avoid drawing the 4 cards, as in to avoid drawing the 2 cards, you have the option to answer the mental health question. Should you answer the question incorrectly, you draw the 4 cards and lose your turn. If you answer the question correctly, the person who gave you the draw 4, they absorb the 4 cards.
Advancing to the championship round, we have a paramedic and a physician and a PR specialist and a physician. Look at this.
I know. Not very mental health.
That is actually very good because you're learning to function through anxiety. Right, Dr. Rubin? I learned something from you.
Shuffle the cards.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
She and Dr. Ready boy.
Right. So, right.
Read the question out loud.
Read your question.
What are 3 types of stress responses?
What are 3 types of stress responses?
Increased heart rate, headaches, sweating,
That's 3. The first thing that came to my mind was diarrhea.
What was your color?
I can choose a color.
No. Red. Red. It's a red. Red. What color? Yellow.
Nice.
Hopefully it doesn't backfire.
Can suicide be prevented? Yes.
Thank you.
Oh no, that was an easy question. Can suicide be prevented? Yes, it can.
No, it's the next person. Who's supposed to have drawn it to? She was supposed to have drawn it.
She should have, but I did.
Right.
Out loud.
Oh.
What's the question?
What is the name? Really?
What was the question?
What is the name of mental health anti-stigma campaign?
Be mindful. Mindful.
I couldn't think of it.
Wait, who talking about? Oh.
Reverse, reverse.
She's the one who left the trolley down the road, right?
Yes. Oh,
Too soon. That's all.
We're looking for duck and the ear too. Well, yeah, she very fast. Look, before they put one down her hand, get one out the hand.
Keep in time.
First,
Me will keep in time. Let's say this now. If you don't know that one,
You need to.
Name a mental health professional in the BVI and tell us what they do. She did the answer. Yes. It is correct. Yes, she's a psychologist. Yes.
Besides
Read it.
Besides the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital, name a medical practice that offers mental health services to the BVI community. Therapeutic.
Beside the Dr. Dearland Smith Hospital.
I know, what's her name? No,
Name a medical practice.
Name a medical practice that offers mental health services to the
Community mental health
community.
services.
That's us. Where do I work?
Technically, that's right.
Time her 10 seconds up for answering the question.
Time, so you have to draw your two cards.
You could say no. You could say no.
Serving to Thrive or the Wellness Center.
See, I did have a legit question.
So what does that mean?
What is the? Come on, coach. So you have to draw the question. What is the color?
Yellow. When is World Mental Health Day? The 10th of October?
Very good.
I can change the color?
Yeah, she said yellow. No, she said yellow. So you have to play it.
No, if she wants, she could change it.
Or she get right.
Yeah, because she answers correctly, she can change the color. Blue. Uh-oh. You exposed your hand, Asha.
oh, they don't want me to go anyway.
Thank you.
Damn. Don't come back. What is burnout?
What is it?
Currently living it, yes. When you get to a point where you are at your end, you have exceeded your ability to continue your activities of daily living, and you have to go to other coping mechanisms.
Yes. Correct.
You could have just said PLT.
Oh, you remember Captain Nine, right?
What's the color?
Yellow. It's been much color the entire time.
You have to for your TV over there.
Okay. Okay.
No, but she died right.
Damn.
No, you gotta take the question.
She didn't say Uno again! She did not say
She's going to pick up.
No. I did it.
You can't alert her.
It's, you can't alert her.
Is substance abuse a part of mental health?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, now you can pick the color.
Red.
Dr. Carey Manisfield, Asha.
How many hours of sleep are recommended for teenagers to support mental health? 8 to 10?
Oh my.
How could I draw for again?
Do I choose the color now?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Give it up for both teams, and we celebrate champions Dr. Asha Marie Flax-Smith and Kyler Thomas. A very successful day, coordinated and organized by Community Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services. Today, we have had the opportunity to educate a number of people and to remind the community that care is accessible here at the Dr. Dearland Smith Hospital and by extension the BVI Health Services Authority. Dr. Rebecca, over to you.
Teams, that was a wonderful tournament. I must commend you on your general mental health knowledge. Special thank you to Dr. Imhoff and Dr. Flaxmiller, who I harassed at the last minute, and they really rose to the occasion. So now it's time for what we've all been waiting for, which is prize giving. So I'm going to ask the second place team of paramedic Barzi and Dr. Inhofe to come up, please. On behalf of Community Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, we want to present you with these vouchers to the world-renowned White Cedar Cafe for a lunch of your choice. Thank you so much for participating. And we hope that next year you'll be up to our age with us again. Thank you. And for the winning team. On behalf of Community Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, I am presenting you each with a cash prize of $100 and a gift certificate to Create BVI to go and have some R&R time and create something wonderful and beautiful. Thank you for supporting us, and to our listening audience, happy World Mental Health Day.
And everybody, one more time, can we hear it for the Community Mental Health and Substance Abuse team? Thank you for doing what you do. Because of you, we are a mentally stable Virgin Islands community. So we have a bonus prize. And if you're here in the audience and you answer the question correctly, you can walk away with a gift certificate of from the White Cedar Cafe, and you can have lunch on the Community Mental Health and Substance Abuse team. What's your question now?
Yes, the question is, name an agency in the BVI that Community Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services partners with to provide services.
Social development.
Very good! Congratulations!
Listener, come and collect your gift certificate so you can dine in fine style. And you have a location of choice. You can use our fine dining restaurant in the lobby, or you can dine in our air fresh patio and enjoy delicious cuisine from the White Cedar Cafe. Give it a for Lishma, y'all. Congratulations. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us. Thank you, JTV and the JTV family, for your continued support of the BVI Health Services Authority. Thank you for amplifying the message that mental health is health. And we want you to have a blessed and safe and happy season. Happy World Mental Health Day 2025.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.